Hello and welcome. My name is Rosa Kamal, and I will be presenting my individual OD library for the class of ORGD 6015 summer semester. This presentation is purpose-driven in that the themes identified through affinity diagramming and mind mapping, my dream career, and the OD library have been used to design the Imagine method. My library is divided into three sections: military, organization development, and aviation. The purpose of this library is to store information and keep track of resources. The outcome of this library is to provide physical storage of important materials as they come and knowledge enrichment over time. My OD library plan involves various people who will assist in fulfilling the library purpose. The project sponsor, Janet Sanders, a BGSU alumni, is a practicing OD professional at my job and will assign me with relevant OD tasks where I can learn, grow, and apply what I have learned in school. My professors will continue to equip me with tools and techniques on best practices in leadership and organization development. My colleagues will journey with me and we will bounce off ideas, share, and participate in real and simulated organization development experiences. Here are my action steps. First of all, the very first thing I did was to buy my library app. This was very important in helping me do inventory of how many books I had. I also arranged my books by category after I put them in the app. Same category as I had them on the app. Also printed other materials from the organization development network and from classwork readings and filed them and updated that on the app as well. My library needs are classified into three sections: behavioral, advocacy, and resource needs. The behavioral needs include creating time to study, update inventory, library inventory, and actively staying atop of technological advancements. The advocacy needs include active mentorship to support, coach, and facilitate growth. The resource needs include my library app, which helps me keep track of my inventory, the physical shelf, a monthly budget of $50 to purchase new materials as needed, and at least 2 hours of studying daily. My dream job is to be a second lieutenant come next year. However, my actual dream job is to be a director for global leadership development in International Civil Aviation Organization or the Federal Aviation Administration. And I will explain later as we go why I have that in that particular order. My resume is mainly based on pioneering technological architecture advancements and the development of strategic planning at airports and aviation legislature. The gap or the bridge between becoming a second lieutenant and my current position includes finishing my college credits, completing basic officer leadership course, completing the survival aviation resistance and escape course, completing the initial entry rotary wing training, which is a helicopter training for 172 hours, as well as completing advanced airframe training. So as I had explained, the reason why I had my dream job in two sections is because the job in between was helping me to leverage what I really want to accomplish. By 2022, I should have gained 5 years of experience in leadership, strategic planning, organization development, strong verbal, oral, and written communication skills, which are necessary for me to be able to attain the job that I really want, which is a director in global leadership and development. The physical library will consist of books and files of articles, e.g. case examples, portfolio documents, which will all be shelved by category. I will use my library app to keep track of incoming and outgoing inventory. The Gantt chart will also help me keep track of my action steps. And this is the Gantt chart as long as my app, which I already have inventoried some of the books that I have. So when I was reading the Change Mastery article, I figured that it was basically focusing on three main things: reading or getting to know the knowledge, and then put it in paper in the method of affinity diagramming, and then mind mapping it to be able to create the themes of what you have learned. And from there, one gains confidence in the method that they choose, and they also gain mastery. So my Imagine method has a system whereby the the stakeholders will be diverse and will be well suited for a community with strongly different ideas. And that happens very well in military, where people are sometimes very political, as well as in the aviation industry, where you have to leverage between legislature and people who are actually in the airport. The method that I'm choosing ties to my purpose and provides a welcoming environment to the community or the organization that is a stakeholder. I base it over my background and past experiences, and also dialogue and deliberation, which is one of the methods that I really enjoyed. If I would put that in the picture, I would um, show two spouses with totally different um, backgrounds coming together, trying to have communication, to have um, dialogue, and create common ground. Um, in terms of value, it's mainly based on openness and trust. And the model that will best describe this is a young kid who's trying to create something out of colors, and she is being open and trusting of the process, even if she's not sure of the final output. The journey of this method would include welcoming and connecting with the stakeholders, and then dissecting the issues as if in an open space technology where the topics of discussion will be brainstormed and the main themes chosen, dialogue following, and then deciding on next steps and then attending to the end. In conclusion, my Imagine method was as a result of my purpose, which is restoring faith in humanity through problem solving, method mastery, affinity diagramming, mind mapping, as well as audio library content. In his article, The Ability to Write a System, Peter was to speak to over 100 engineers of the three western regions of the Federal Highway Administration. The engineers were concerned that opening up the discussion to any random topic would be too risky. After a successful open space technology event, he said, I have come to believe strongly that our basic mistrust of the human animal to do what's right drives much of our control behavior, particularly in the workplace. Peter B. Grazier.